watching Color 10 News at 10 in high definition.
Tomorrow, authorities expect to positively identify a body found near Golden City, Missouri today. Good evening to you all. Once again, I'm David Oliver.
And I'm Ashley Katz. Thanks for joining us. Authorities made the discovery this afternoon while searching for 12-year-old Adriana Horton. Investigators believe she was kidnapped in Golden City on Monday night. For 3 days, searchers have been on horseback, ATV, and walking through the woods. Airplanes and search dogs were used too.
We are going to, right now, probably suspend searches unless, and we continue to get leads. If those leads dictate that we need to do a search or a search needs to be conducted, then we will call in those resources that we're able to bring people in and do the searches.
The identification process will take up to 24 hours. Horton's family has been told that a body was found. Police believe the man responsible for Horton's disappearance is this man, Bobby Bourne. He's charged currently with kidnapping and is being held in the Barton County Jail.
And fewer than 800 people live in Golden City, Missouri, but they all turned out in droves to try and help with the search for Adriana. Caller 10's Laura Kennedy is live with the story of support in the small town.
This afternoon, I had the opportunity to walk around town and talk to people about what this little girl meant to Golden City. Everyone's certainly devastated by the news from today. Now I talked to them all about how the search effort was underway and how they were all very supportive of the family and that they will be supportive throughout the healing process.
I'm just really devastated and heartbroken and breathless.
The news that a body was found reached Angie Gibson early Wednesday afternoon.
I feel so sorry for the family.
Gibson lives in Golden City and knew missing 12-year-old girl Adriana Horton. She says she's proud of the support that people in the community are showing one another, whether by supporting search efforts or giving a much-needed hug.
Being there for each other and loving on each other. And I just thank everybody from all around this area coming in and searching for this little angel.
That search began Monday afternoon after a seemingly normal day in the small city. This is Golden City School where she attended. Classes just started back up on Monday, the day she went missing. Mary Potter says the community needs to be on alert.
Oh, people say, oh, this will never happen around here. This is just a small community. Honey, it can happen anywhere. I don't care where you are.
And that parents should take this as a learning opportunity, if only for one lesson.
You can't take anything for granted.
This town will be devastated for quite a while.
Just about an hour ago, another candlelight vigil wrapped up at a park nearby here. Everyone saying their kind words toward the family as we wait to hear tomorrow whether or not that body is identified as the missing girl. Reporting live in Golden City, Laura Kennedy, Color 10 News.
All right, Laura, thanks. And Horton's family certainly knows the community is supporting them. Adriana's uncle, Cliff, spoke to us earlier today.
We really do appreciate them helping and everybody coming from where they have to look for her, and the law enforcement, you know, we appreciate everything they're doing.
And stay with Color 10 News for the very latest developments in this case. We always have the most up-to-date information on our website. You'll find us at ozarksfirst.com.
Investigators want to know who put explosive devices at a sorority house on Missouri State's campus. The devices were at the back door of Gamma Phi Beta on East Elm. It was near the back door in Springfield. Now, no one was hurt in the initial explosion, but chemicals burned a woman trying to clean up. Color 10's Kevin Schwaller found investigators are telling a slightly different story tonight than earlier.
That's right, Ashley. The fire department says someone placed what it's now calling overpressure devices by that back door. From the beginning, the investigators did not know if this was a prank or meant to hurt. Now, a spokesperson tells us the fire department did not intend to raise undue concern about what happened.
Happened just like right before recruitment. I bet they're like freaking out. So I feel bad for them, but I hope everything, works out.
That's Missouri State University sophomore Brianna Keller. She's in a sorority down the road from the one where investigators found 2 chemical bombs that caused 1 minor injury in the cleanup.
I don't know if it was a joke or if it was meant to be, but it's kind of scary to think of that. Thinking of that happening, yeah, so close to us is weird.
A number of fraternities and sororities are along this street here, and just hours after the explosion, it was hard to tell that anything had happened. The first information from Springfield Fire said 2 improvised explosive devices or chemical bombs detonated at the rear entrance of the building, causing minor damage to the house. Later, the tone changed. A news release said it would like to clarify and update incorrect information it released. Instead of bomb or IED, they were 2 chemical overpressure devices. The release said a person found the remains of 2 plastic containers at the rear entrance and called 911. Also that while these devices were not incendiary in nature and did not contain explosive material, they do pose a danger to individuals.
Did this have the potential to kill someone? Absolutely. Any type of chemical bomb that you would put together has the potential for losing fingers, limbs, or killing someone, depending on what was utilized and how it was utilized. And so what might have been one person's practical joke could turn into a horrific fatality, a crime.
That was Assistant Springfield Fire Chief Randy Valine shortly after the initial release. He also said everyone's just lucky someone didn't pick up those devices right before the explosion. So terminology aside here, yes, we are talking about plastic bottles and some chemicals we don't yet know. The hazmat team was not needed. Still, the Centers for Disease Control has information on HCBs, or homemade chemical bombs, described as typically ingredients combined in a soft drink bottle, sealed and shaken. And these devices are very similar to that description.
Interesting tonight, Kevin. Thanks. New at 10, guilty. A Laclede County jury convicted Jesse Driscoll today for killing a couple back in 2010. The victims were Johnny and Colleen Wilson. Prosecutors convinced jurors that Driscoll killed the Wilsons after they caught him stealing from their home. Missouri Attorney General Chris Koster helped with the prosecution of this case. Driscoll's sentencing is now pending. A man suspected of being a serial check forger faces 15 counts tonight. Our Melanie Chapman talked to the people he's accused of targeting.
He just seemed like your average person that came in the door.
But he was not your average customer at all. Stephen Ray Levitt has a long rap sheet. His crime? Forging stolen checks.
I do think it is a form of terror to the extent that the victims have had their trust violated, their property stolen, their name and identity used.
Levitt is charged with at least 15 counts of forgery. He's accused of targeting businesses in Greene County, mostly Springfield, and writing bad checks, thousands of dollars worth.
I felt that I was okay in taking his check without an ID, and apparently I was wrong.
Bob Tranmer owns Dirt Bikes Unlimited. He says this surveillance video shows Levitt writing a stolen check and taking 2 helmets and a clock worth $240. Investigators say before stopping at the bike shop, he started here at Discount Dave's. Tranmer says you can see him leaving with stolen goods, nearly $1,000 worth of carpet.
It hurts small business. We're a small business, so, you know, that's a loss that hurts us.
Levitt was sentenced in 2010 to 11 years in prison for forging checks. He was recently paroled.
And in July of this year, he began committing new forgery offenses.
Levitt told investigators he used some stolen checks to buy hundreds of dollars worth of fireworks because he, quote, wanted to give his kids a good 4th. Now local businesses are left to deal with their losses.
I was glad to hear when he got put in prison, or back in jail.
Investigators, by the way, say Levitt told them he got one of the checkbooks from a friend who was dumpster diving.
Jamie Warner is standing by with your Ozarks First forecast. We're halfway through the month, and finally it's feeling like August.
Yeah, it's just now starting to feel like summer again after a long break that goes all the way back to the month of July. And August as a whole has been much cooler than normal. A lot of days in the 80s and even some days in the 70s for highs. But since this weekend, since this latest cool spell last week into the weekend, temperatures have been slowly climbing. And today we made it a few degrees higher than the day before. 88 this afternoon in Springfield. That's the warmest reading since July. In Joplin, a little bit hotter at 90. Eureka Springs came in at 91 earlier this afternoon. Clinton also at 90 degrees. So there's some heat out there and humidity. And temperatures this evening, while warm, still not too bad. 74 right now in Springfield. Skies are clear. The moon is up and it is bright. Here's how your forecast for tomorrow will shape up. Kids heading out the door early on and catch the bus. Maybe a little light fog out there. About 69 at 7 o'clock. Noon temperature of 85. And tomorrow afternoon under mostly sunny skies, up around 90 in Springfield. Springfield. Haven't done that since July 23rd, but there are more 90s in the forecast. A look at that coming up.
Thanks, Jamie. A Veterans Museum closes and auctions its collection.
Yeah, a big crowd was ready to buy in Branson.
Some of it's going pretty cheap, look like, and some of it's going kind of high.
The various war memorabilia available, and it's appraised value.
And the news is always on the Color 10 Facebook page. You can find us by going to ozarksfirst.com. Click there and then hit the like button.
You're watching Color 10 News with David Oliver, Ashley Katz, weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner, and sports with Dan Lucy. This is Color 10 News at 10. Daybreak is alive with smiles on Color 10.
A letter to Tourism Australia. Right.
With this kangaroo paw.
Chaos unleashed by a push of a button.
We revisit a Springfield special effects team and put their skills to the test. That's tomorrow morning on Color 10 Daybreak.
May I help you, ma'am?
Yes, what are you going to do about this?
Well, actually...
Gary!
At Garywood Chrysler Dodge Jeep, every vehicle we sell comes with 1-year peace of mind.
Peace of mind?
Actually, that's peace of mind. And it also includes...
It also includes alloy wheels, windshields, and interiors.
It's the summer clearance event in Aurora, just 29 miles west of Springfield on Sunshine.
Why doesn't it work on you?
Sticks and stones, Gary.
We need a new mattress.
Don't worry, I speak exhausted.
What's he saying?
He's sorry for keeping you up.
Buy an iComfort or iSeries mattress and get a free box spring or up to $1,000 off select adjustable foundations. And enjoy 60-month financing at Haverty's. Discover something new.
Yeah, I'm going to need that pre-approval, like, right now. You can. Awesome.
At Commerce Bank, we work behind the scenes.
It's a rush.
On my way.
To help you get same-day approval on auto loans. So when you need a new car, we'll help you get one. Without the wait, without the hassle.
Wow, that was fast.
Get your auto loan now with rates as low as 3.60% at Commerce Bank.
Why have more jobs and businesses moved to Texas than any other state?
Texas rewards success with no state income tax.
I brought 1,200 jobs from China to Texas, where opportunities are plentiful and regulations are fair.
We have over 500,000 women-owned businesses.
Texas is investing in breakthrough research that will change the world.
Texas gives small businesses like mine the opportunity to grow.
Texas is calling. Your opportunity awaits.
Now, more local news here at 10 tonight. Veterans have some mixed emotions about an auction that happened in Branson today. Memorabilia from the recently closed Veterans Museum went to the highest bidders. The San Francisco-based company in charge of the auction offered all the museum's assets early in the morning, but there were no takers, and the artifacts sold piece by piece. Nearly everything from the museum has been sold, including weapons, original paintings, uniforms, and statues. Many veterans are sad to see the relics sold, but buyers hope their purchases will help preserve the museum's legacy.
It's a sensitive thing, especially when you're dealing with something that can tug at the heartstrings. You're always going to find curious people or something that remembers, you know, a day in history that somebody was actually a part of.
The appraised value of all the items there in the museum was around $20 million.
A well-known Springfield hotel will close its doors next month. The owner of the Howard Johnson Hotel on South Glenstone sold the property. The new owners are American Realty and Development and Fessing Commercial Realty. They plan to tear down the hotel and build a 60,000 square foot retail facility.
We believe that the long-term benefit to the city, to the citizens, to the workforce in this area is a redevelopment of that property, and that this area is going to come back much better than what it is right now.
The Howard Johnson will close its normal operations September 8th, but it will stay open periodically through the end of the year to accommodate any remaining planned events at the convention center.
Jamie's back right now with another check of your Ozarks First forecast tonight.
Yeah, and really the only story that we may be talking about for the rest of this month is the building heat. That's right, summer making a comeback right at the tail end of summer. I'll look at it in your full forecast coming up.
Picture all you can do in a Subaru. Now, picture it at a great price.
Get to the Subaru A Lot to Love sales event going on now at Reliable Subaru. Look for the sale tents and save even more. That's Reliable Subaru, Chestnut and 65, or online at reliablesubaru.com.
You get a lot from hard work, like the class exclusive Ram Box, active level air suspension, and Torque Flight 8-speed transmission. You also get the best weekend ever. We put everything into our trucks so you can get everything out of them. Experience it all now at the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Trade in your vehicle and get $7,700 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad and Crew Cab 4x4s.
Caller 10 News is brought to you in part by Don Vance Auto Group in Marshfield. Here are your current Ozarks lake levels.
Better be the next player on deck for Downstream Casino Resorts. Just swinging. Round the bases Sundays in August and win up to $1,900 in cash and Q-Play. You may also be eligible to knock it out of the park and win $25,000 cash on August 25th. Hit a grand slam this August when you play Just Swinging. Sundays at Downstream Casino Resort, where winning comes naturally. Play ball.
Don't miss the summer clearance event at Don Vance Auto Group in Marshfield. You'll find Southwest Missouri's largest selection of Ram trucks right here. Whether you're looking for the 2013 best in class for fuel economy or the best in class for towing a load, Don Vance Auto Group has the 2013 Ram truck for you. Our huge selection and upfront pricing make it easy. Shop on the lot or online at DonVanceAutoGroup.com, the home of upfront pricing.
Rescue.
We're going to take care of as many people as we can.
Emotion.
There's still a great need for food, water.
Answers.
What is your involvement and thoughts as far as education in Haiti?
That's a good question coming from a doctor.
Duty.
I completed advanced officer training camp in Fort Lewis, Washington, which was a great experience.
Dr. Jeanette Nesh-Watt.
I'm family medicine trained, but I also work in the emergency room. Preventative medicine is very important.
Dr. Jeanette, sharing helpful local medical reports. Thursdays on Color 10 News at 10. Color 10 News is sponsored in part by Harrison Dentures and Dental Services. And now weather with Color 10 News Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.
Well, with the sunshine and the warmer temperatures, you're probably thinking a lake outing, right? Time to head out to the lake. Well, this photo is of that. This is a boating beauty of a day that we saw today. Dean Tull sending in this photo out of Shell Knob, and you can see the boats on the water there. Skies were mostly sunny today. The one thing you don't see is how chilly the water temperatures are. At this point right now in Table Rock and up at Lake of the Ozarks and probably in Stockton as well, we're looking at water temperatures in the low to mid 70s. That is chilly for this time of the year. Usually by this point it's in the 80s. Well, things will be warming up now that we've got a sustained period of a lot of sun and temperatures in the 80s and eventually probably 90s as we work into next week. Now, 90s have been very hard to come by this summer season. We've only seen 18 days so far with temperatures at 90 or greater and no days over the 100-degree mark. And I think that will likely hold. I don't think we're going to hit the century mark this summer, but I do think that we will see those afternoon highs probably rise well into the 90s before the summer is over. And I'll show you that in the pattern that we're going to be seeing evolve as we head through the next week. Now, we're outside right now. Things are quiet. The moisture is still blanketing the Gulf Coast states and into the southeastern U.S. That's not only at the surface, but higher up in the atmosphere. And that deep layer of moisture just has not made it into the Ozarks, and that's why even though we're finding the heat and it is getting more humid at the surface, we don't have enough moisture throughout the atmosphere to support showers and thunderstorms. A little different story though to the north along this advancing front that's now dropping through southern Minnesota and Nebraska. Moisture pooling along that front near the surface and higher up in the atmosphere, and that's enough to support some scattered showers and thunderstorms, and some of those have actually been severe, and that front will likely be our next opportunity at some rain here in the Ozarks, and probably our only opportunity, and that chance for rain not even that great when it does move into the area. Tonight, clear skies expected. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies expected. It will be a warm day across all of the region. Tomorrow night, we'll see a little high cloudiness, and I think on Friday, we'll likely see partly cloudy skies, a mixture of high clouds and also some clouds trying to bubble up, especially during the heat of the afternoon. Now, as that front backdoors into the area, it will wash out, but it will bring some moisture with it, and that may be enough to pop off a few showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. I think the better chances for a shower or thunderstorm will tend to be to the north and east of Springfield, with the drier conditions to the west and southwest. And again, that's really our best shot at any rain over the next 7, because the pattern is not one conducive of wet weather. We're going to find a ridge of high pressure building in by Friday and setting up camp right overhead. That tends to stifle storm development and will also lead to hotter temperatures. In fact, this is likely going to be the pattern through the rest of the month of August and maybe into early September. And with that, it looks like next week will be hot and mainly dry, and I think the following weekend, Labor Day weekend, likely hot and mainly dry as well. And while temperatures have been unusually cool this month, we may actually see above normal temperatures as we wrap up the month of August. Overnight tonight, clear skies, 68 for the overnight low. The coolest readings to the east, but even here, not all that cool, about 67. Tomorrow we'll see a high of 90. Haven't done that in a month here in Springfield. There will be other areas that hit 90. In fact, a lot of areas will get right up around the 90-degree mark tomorrow afternoon. It looks like with partly cloudy skies, we'll probably stay just shy of 90 on Friday. 89 expected, 89 on Saturday and Sunday. Morning lows around 70. That's right where we should be for this time of the year. And then next week, as the heat builds in the atmosphere and that ridge really sets up overhead, expecting mostly clear, mostly dry conditions and increasing temperatures. I think we could see highs in the low to mid 90s by the second half of next week.
Kind of back to normal then, sounds like. Jamie, thanks.
Thanks, Jamie. We'll be right back after this.
Join the Color 10 Reliable Imports at Chestnut and 65 Viewers Club for your chance to win up to $400 in gas cards every weeknight at 6 and 10. Tonight's winning number is 138721. If this is your number, you must call 862-1010 between 8 and 5 tomorrow to claim your cash.
Everything gets better when a large, icy cold Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea is just $1 at McDonald's. Now that's more happiness to love.
Get ready, Springfield. It's the annual tent sale at Reliable Hyundai, Chestnut and 65. Find huge savings on Accents, Elantras, Sonatas, Santa Fe's, Azeras, Genesis. We have them all. And they're all priced to sell, like a 2013 Hyundai Sonata GLS. Leased for as low as only $179 a month. And as always, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty and the Hyundai Assurance Program. Don't miss the annual tent sale at Reliable Hyundai, Chestnut and 65, or online at ReliableHyundai.com.
There's a reason folks keep coming back to Casey's. Maybe it's the fact that we're always right on your way. Or maybe, just maybe, it's simply because we remind so many people of home. This month at Casey's General Store, get any large made-from-scratch specialty pizza for only $13.99. And while you're there, try our new pastas. Casey's, famous for hot summer deals.
Here's a look at stock quotes of local interest. Color 10 News will continue in a moment. Color 10 News is sponsored in part by Buffalo Run Casino.
Everyone loves payday. Payday Motors and Billings can have you driving home in a good car fast with guaranteed credit approval.
You heard that right. Payday Motors can reestablish your credit and get you back on the road in a nice car.
Payday Motors, just 15 minutes west of Springfield on 60.
It's an epic tale. spanning 2 centuries. It has twists and turns, action and romance, and is approved for all audiences. So grab a seat and enjoy yourself. The Show Me State is about to begin. Enjoy the show at visitmo.com.
The new Subway $4 lunch is for everyone. It's for value seekers, for spicy Italian lovers, for veggie eaters, for those who drink it all in. The new $4 lunch, a 6-inch sub and 21-ounce drink. Tons to choose from all day, every day. Subway, eat fresh.
And now, Color 10 Sports with Dan Lucy.
The Springfield Cardinals hit the Hammonds Field Diamond tonight, trying to remember that they're in first place in the Texas League North and trying to forget that they gave up 21 runs on 16 hits against Northwest Arkansas last night. Springfield, the Travelers, started play tonight, tied for first in the North. Cards' Tim Cooney, the 2-time Texas League Pitcher of the Week, shows why. Early getting Northwest Arkansas's Brett Eibner swinging. Second inning, the Southpaw gets Matt Fields swinging to end the frame. Third inning, the Naturals' Whit Merrifield bunts for a base hit. He's safe because the Cardinals can't get the out right there. But he turns towards second base, and Xavier Scruggs tags him for the out. Northwest Arkansas skipper Brian Polberg begs to differ, and he gets ejected from the game. Cooney takes advantage, gets Eibner looking again. Cooney would go 6 1/3, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Bottom half of that third, James Ramsey lifts this one to center field, deep enough to score Colin Walsh on this sacrifice fly, and it was 1-0 Springfield. Northwest Arkansas, though, rallies late in this game to win it 3-1. The St. Louis Cardinals wrapped up their 6-game road trip this afternoon in Milwaukee. The Cards trying to avoid back-to-back losses. St. Louis pitcher Jake Westbrook trying to avoid losing his 5th in a row. His 5th start in a row. Started okay for the Cards in Westbrook. 1-0. St. Louis adds to its lead in the second. It's Jake Westbrook. Doubles the center. David Freese, Shane Robinson score. It's 3-0. It was 4-0 second inning when Carlos Beltran would take this one to the same spot in the ballpark, but this time it goes over the wall. A 2-run homer to make it 6-0 St. Louis. It was 7-0 third inning. Milwaukee would rally. 2 on for Aramis Ramirez. Takes this to left. It bounces off the top of the wall out there, but that's a home run, a 3-run job. 7-3, 7-4. Sean Halton singles to right. Chris Davis scores to make it 7-5. Mike Matheny had seen enough. He pulls Westbrook. Kevin Seacrest, former Springfield Cardinal, ends the inning by striking out Jeff Bianchi. Edward Mujica then comes in, gets out of an 8th inning threat with a strikeout here. He got his 33rd save. St. Louis holds on to win 8-6. Now, this is what the National League Central looks like after today's action. Pittsburgh lost at San Diego, so the Cardinals are now just 1 game out of first place. Cincinnati is 2.5 back. They won tonight. Cardinals open a 7-game homestand tomorrow against Atlanta. Kansas City Royals continue their series with Chicago tonight at the K. KC needs to catch fire again to challenge for that American League wild card. The White Sox are on a roll, looking for a season-best 5th straight win. KC's starting play 4 games above 500, but 6 games behind Tampa and Oakland for the wild card. Cleveland, Baltimore, New York all stand in the way. This was a scoreless game, 4th inning when Chicago would take the lead. Adam Dunn would single to center. Alexi Ramirez comes in to score, and it was a 1-0 White Sox lead. Chicago would load the bases later in that 4th inning, and Diane Viciendo would take this deep to left center. Way over the boards. That's a grand slam. That makes it 5-0 White Sox. Kansas City chipping away. Bottom half, Mike Moustakas lines this one to left. Billy Butler was at third. He tags and scores on the sac fly. It was 5-1. Chicago's Andre Rienzo striking out Gerard Dyson, looking one of his 5 on the night. Royals will get another in the 6th inning. David Lowe singles to center. Alex Gordon comes in to make it 5-2, but that's as close as the Royals would get. Chicago wins again. 5 in a row for them, 5-2. Royals now 64-61, and they'll continue this series tomorrow night. Mizzou Tigers officially have a new border war. The Southeastern Conference gave its blessing today for Missouri and Arkansas to start playing football against each other. The only problem, that first kickoff will not come for another year. First meeting in Columbia, Saturday, November 29th, 2014. Arkansas and Mizzou already play each other in all the other sports except for football. That was resolved last spring when the SEC changed the crossover opponents and paired up Mizzou and Arkansas together. Makes sense. Last time they played, Mizzou beat the Hogs in the 2008 Cotton Bowl. a lot of touchdowns from Mizzou and not so many for Arkansas.
I think a lot of people are going to love that new rivalry as far as the border war goes.
Well, they took Kansas away,
right.
and that it's going to come at the end of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, Saturday of that right now. So Arkansas playing LSU all the time at that spot, but that's going to have to move it.
Has there been any more talk to trying to maybe bring back an exhibition game between KU and
There's
Mizzou
always
at all?
talk, but whether that's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Thanks, Dan.
And we'll be right back.
The GMC Terrain. Color touch sound system. Bluetooth connectivity.
Call Jen.
This is smart. OnStar app ready. The 2013 GMC Terrain. Over 100 standard features that make you more capable. That's professional grade. Now current non-GM lessees can lease this 2013 GMC Terrain SLE for around $199 per month.
Did you know Names and Numbers Yellow Page Advertising offers a 14-to-1 average return on investment? That's the power of Yellow and why businesses advertise in the local Names and Numbers phone book.
When I first started with Names and Numbers, I had 6 employees. 2 years later, I have 17 full-time employees.
Let your fingers do the walking and advertise your business in Names and Numbers today.
Names and Numbers. It's your 5-star phone book.
Imagine if you could predict an accident before it happened. Introducing the world's first car that warns you of a possible collision 2 cars ahead. Helping you avoid accidents you don't see coming. Lease the all-new Infiniti Q50 with all-wheel drive for $399 a month.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers. Color 10 News will continue in a moment.
Get ready, Springfield. It's the annual tent sale at Reliable Mazda Chestnut and 65. Find huge savings on Mazda 2s, 3s, 6s, CX-5s, Miatas. We have them all, and they're all priced to sell. Like a 2013 Mazda 3. Get $1,500 customer cash or 0% for 72 months. Enjoy Mazda's revolutionary SkyActiv technology that gives Mazda superior gas mileage, combined with the Zoom Zoom driving experience and tent sale prices. At Reliable Mazda, Chestnut and 65, or online at ReliableMazda.com.
Hear what your neighbors are saying about the all-new FFO home.
We just moved into our new house, and we were surprised to find a huge selection of handmade wool rugs and accents at FFO Home.
Our tiger and giraffe print accent chairs are a special buy at only $127. Just in, truckloads of throw pillows, assorted fabrics starting at $5.
Really nice and high quality, and maybe a third of the cost as the other stores. They're awesome.
For the right furniture at the right price, visit FFO Home, where great quality lives for less.
Cars, cars, and cars. Save thousands during the summer clearance event going on now at Corwin Dodge Ram in Springfield. Like the 2013 Dodge Dart. Stylish features, spaciousness of a mid-size sedan, class-leading safety and security, and up to 41 miles per gallon make it the most award-winning vehicle in its class. With 50 in stock to choose from, you can lease yours from just $149 a month. Corwin Dodge Ram, right on the price, right on Sunshine, Springfield.
Well, a Rogers, Arkansas family is now reunited with its missing dog. This is Coda, and he disappeared back on May 25th. His family put up flyers for the past 2 months, but they had no luck.
A Good Samaritan, however, found Coda last week, and you'll never guess how far away he was. More than 1,000 miles. That was in San Diego. This dog had a microchip, though. The San Diego County Animal Shelter put Coda on a plane back home to Rogers.
How did he get from Rogers to San Diego? That's my question.
The graphic would imply that he hopped a plane and then it just flew all over the country.
He just hopped on and the cargo underneath.
It's kind of like, you know, when Indiana Jones would like fly around the world, you know, and you'd see the line go across the map. It's kind of like that, but I'm doubting that actually happened.
He's a well-traveled dog.
Yes, he is. Well, we've got a nice weekend forecast coming up, and it's a kind of a return to summer, Jamie.
We do. Boating weekends are back, and looks like we're going to find temperatures which will suit. Tomorrow about 90. It looks like Friday will be a really really our only opportunity at seeing a few showers and thunderstorms around realistically. And then Saturday and Sunday should be hot, dry, and that'll continue into next week.
All right, got a final thought quickly?
Cardinals need to win. Springfield Cardinals, they lost a couple in a row here now.
That's true, Dan. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.